Hi everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Lexie Davis, and I am a dietetic intern here at Virginia Tech, filling in for Lauren today for your weekly Ask the Dietitian question. Today we have a great question about irritable bowel syndrome, which I thought was perfect to answer since we just had Lauren answer a question about the FODMAP diet. The question states, what are some healthy low-carb snacks for someone with IBS? And thank you so much for submitting that. That is an awesome question. The first thing that I'm going to do is talk a little bit about what IBS is, and then I will get into more specifics about the snacks. So IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome, and symptoms of IBS can include abdominal pain, bloating, gassiness, constipation, diarrhea, etc. And these symptoms can occur after eating certain foods or certain meals during stressful times, or can just be kind of random. And the best way to manage symptoms of IBS is to find out what kind of triggers, whether that's food or situational, are causing these symptoms. And this can be really challenging because the triggers are different for everyone, and sometimes there's not always one exact answer. So some tips that the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics recommend is to establish a regular eating habit, eat small, frequent meals throughout the day instead of large ones, eat fiber-rich foods, drink enough fluids, watch what you drink, so that means avoiding caffeine and alcohol, and then to be careful with drinks that contain artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols, and finally to track your eating habits. So this is where keeping a food journal might be helpful. If you saw Lauren's video from week 2, she went into detail about what the FODMAP diet is. But to recap, it's an elimination diet that has been shown to be helpful for individuals with IBS in identifying which food groups might be triggering their IBS symptoms. So before I get into the low-carb snacks, I just wanted to make a disclaimer that not all individuals with IBS are triggered by foods that are high in carbohydrates. So that's why the FODMAP diet is so important in identifying which foods are triggering inflammation. But if you are looking for some low-carb, healthy snacks, a great option is eggs, for example. So hard-boiling eggs at the beginning of the week makes it really easy to just grab and go and have it as a snack throughout the week. It's low in carbohydrates, high in protein. Another option is nuts, so that could be like pecans, walnuts, almonds, for example. Those are also very low carb. If you like fruit, but you want to stick to a lower carb fruit, try berries such as raspberries or blackberries. These are lower in carbs than fruits like an apple or a banana. And these also pair really well with yogurt, which is another low carb snack, and maybe even some dark chocolate for a treat. So dark chocolate is going to be lower in carbohydrates than a milk chocolate or a white chocolate. Beef jerky is also a great low-carb snack. Just make sure you're careful to read the ingredients to make sure that there's no added sugar, because that can up the carbohydrate amount. So that's all, and I'm going to leave a couple resources down below for anyone who wants to learn more about this topic. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, and if you have any further questions, Lauren's email will be linked down below, as well as a place where you can submit your own Ask the Dietitian question. Thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a great week.